Manning Field for the last football game of the regular season for Lynn English. There's one more here tomorrow, Lynn Tech. And we wish Lynn Classical a whole lot of luck. They're playing for the Greater Boston League Championship and possibly a playoff berth against Everett at Everett tonight. So the season wrapping up this week. And soccer has wrapped up virtually. There's one game on Monday, St. Mary's, and that will be wrapped up. So it's senior night here. And they'll be introducing seniors, the band members, cheerleaders. Dick Newton, the athletic director, will be announcing. I haven't heard him start yet. But it's been this way all week with the soccer teams, the football teams. And he is. I didn't pick it up first, but he's announcing as you get a look. The line of honor from their band members, football players, cheerleaders, all the underclassmen celebrating the upperclassmen, finishing up great careers. Members of the band being introduced, and the band works just as hard as do the cheerleaders. They work as hard as the football team does. They practice quite often. They work very hard. The band has competitions that they perform at. And it's a great night for the seniors as well as their family, relatives, friends. And they now realize that their high school career is just about over. They're a couple months away from graduation, but it kind of hits them and lets them know now that get ready and make room. Start deciding what you're going to do, where you're going to go. It's catching up. It's English against Medford tonight, Greater Boston League football. But right now, taking center stage are the parents, the grandparents, and the family and friends of all the seniors. Everybody involved in the program, not just the football players, as he mentioned, the cheerleaders, the band, and it's a great night for families to celebrate, get together, and honor the young kids who have done a great job over their 4 years here at Lynn English. We get the band members have been introduced, and now it'll be the cheerleaders' turn. Medford is warming up to the right, getting ready for the football game. It creeps up on you very quickly. Seems like yesterday we were having the city soccer tournament with the 4 Lynn schools playing against each other here at Manning Field to kick off the 2023 season. And here we are saying goodbye to the 2023 regular season with English Dick Newton, I mentioned, the longtime athletic director at English, does a terrific job there. He's taking care of announcing everybody. And you can see large groups with families and parents, grandparents. Had a great night for everybody to get recognition for all the accomplishments and to wish everybody good luck moving on. I'm sure these parents, families, and friends are all proud of these young men and women for all they've done, not just here, but in the classroom as well and in the community. I've been saying for a very long time, I wish everybody could get to know these people the way I do. Even the cheerleaders, some of the band members, obviously the football players. We have some outstanding young men and women who give very much of themselves and do a lot of good in the community. And they work very hard. They practice forever. They hone their skills. And again, so many people stop me and say, yeah, but English doesn't win, or they don't win championships, or they don't win a league, or, and I have to explain to everybody many, many times. This isn't Everett, where you have one team. Peabody, where you have one team. St. John's Prep, where you have one team. This is Lynn, where you have 10 soccer teams, 5 football teams. You have a field hockey team. St. Mary's has a rugby team. They have a canoeing team. I guess a rowing team, But, you spread that talent around. We have Lynn kids going to St. John's Prep. We have Lynn kids going to Bishop Fenwick. We have Lynn kids going to Essex Tech. We have Lynn kids skipping and going to prep school. Athletes who get drafted, if you will, by the prep schools. So you spread that talent everywhere, and it's awful hard to come up with one great team. We had an English team a couple of years ago, won the state basketball championship. We had classical soccer that won the Greater Boston League Championship. We just had a soccer team, classical, that won the Greater Boston League Championship. So even with all those trades, if you will, with people going to different schools and spread out everywhere, there are still good seasons here. Lynn Classical football team is 5-2. Lynn Classical team is on the bubble. Kept having a very good year, on its way. Went to the Super Bowl last year and going to the playoffs again this year. So we have our share, and we should be happy that we have teams that can compete and go out and work as hard as they can and give that proverbial 110%. We'll get to the football players now. Mitchell Purder is the first one. I apologize for not knowing the band or the cheerleaders. Hopefully I'll get the names from Dick Newton, and we'll mention them later as you see Mitchell Purder. With family. A couple of my cheerleaders. Everybody getting gifts, flowers, and pictures being taken. Dorian Lamberis. Amy Rose, I think one of them is one of the assistant coaches.
Next, Josh Anderson.
Josh Anderson. They don't have a lot of seniors. Fairly young English team. Here's with father, mother, I'm assuming with sister and brother. Nice looking family. Posing for their picture. Big smiles.
Next, Elijah Wallace, captain.
Elijah Wallace, a captain, obviously has an injury of some type because he's not in uniform. Got his jersey on, but not dressed for the game. Mother holding the flowers. Presented. It's a shame he's one of the captains. It's a shame he won't be participating in what would be his last game at Manning Field,
Next,
possibly.
Sandra Munoz, captain.
Another one of the captains, Alessandra Munoz. Everybody striking a pose for the cameraman.
Next, Matt Peters, captain.
Matt Peters, another captain. The mother's being honored as well with the flowers being presented.
Finally, Valerie Moore Cruz, captain.
Valerie Mora Cruz, another one of the captains. So everybody has been presented, everybody has been honored, pictures have been taken. A great night, a great memory. These kids being honored on the field they played on for their high school career, playing what could be their last game. English will not make the playoffs, but they still have a couple of games left. They might get a home game in the non-playoff berth. We never know what's going to be picked or what's going to happen. But they could be home for one more game. And I'll go back over. I got the list now, and the ones we didn't name. The band was Jordan Alas, Jaslyn Cabrera, Jacqueline Hernandez, Daniel Perez Fuentes. Outstanding band members. They do a great job. You watch them with the anthem before games and performing at halftime, and they do a lot of other things besides. The cheerleaders who work very hard and root these kids on and represent their schools extremely well. The cheerleaders Kaylee Palmer, Briella Gwand, Gabriella Wiltshire. And again, the football players, Felipe Robledo, Jacob Infant Vonce, Mitchell Purda, Dorian Lamberis, Josh Anderson, Elijah Walsh, Alessandra Munoz, Mac Peters, Valeri Mora Cruz. The group, all the seniors getting together, getting their picture taken. Different to see English in black uniforms. Usually it's red and gray. Their new uniforms. So the presentations have been made. Senior night comes to an end, and we'll get right back to football as English will warm up for a couple of minutes, and we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back when we get ready for the anthem and the kickoff. Welcome back as we're getting set to get going. We talked about the groups, the cheerleaders, the football players, the band. We also have to mention the ROTC, the award-winning ROTC. They do a tremendous job. They compete, and more often than not, they win. When they show up competition, everybody says, we're in second place at best. We're about to have the anthem by the Lynn Marching Band, and then we'll get ready to go.
Thank you and good luck to both teams.
So we had the anthem. The ROT's band will march the colors off the field, and we'll be ready for football. Both teams are looking for their third win. As I mentioned, where does the time fly? All of a sudden, the season is coming to a close. And not a lot, but some of these players will be getting ready for basketball or hockey or indoor track. Captains are at midfield, getting ready for the toss to decide who gets the ball first.
Write down the address for that. Yeah, I'll check on it. I'm not working tonight, but I'm working tomorrow. I'll check on it for you. 48. Lexington Street. Check on that.
So when you're gonna have to move over, like get Lewis out of the way. The Lynn coach just kicked us out.
Right down all the way to the end.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
straighten out the Medford coaches. They come up in the press box, and there's not a lot of room up here. So the press box is one. The other section of the press box is for the home team coaches, and they're wondering where they were going, bouncing around, so we had to show them where to go. I mentioned both teams looking. I was told that they were both 2-5, but Medford's 4-3. So they're looking to stay over 500. English will kick it off, and we'll be underway here at Manning Field. Jordan Hernandez will get his foot into it. And he drills it. Bouncing around. He picked it up at the goal line. It was going to go in. He's knocked down at the 1-yard line. Brian Oon made the hit. It was going in the end zone, and they opted to pick it up and try to run it out, and it cost him. Medford's going to start at their 1-yard line. Now they put it at the 2. They were going to get it at the 20. So now they got to be careful. John Lombardo, he's Jack. Pile up a host of players.
After the run will be 1-yard pickup, will be 2nd and 9 at Medford's own 4-yard line.
Anthony DeFronzo gets it to the 3. Picks up a yard. 2nd and 9. English looking for their second win here at Manning Field. Handoff trying to come to the near side. Wrapped up almost in the end zone. Barboza just got out. He lost a yard back to the 2. So this is a huge play for Medford. They'll be kicking from the back end of the back end zone. He almost wound up in the end zone on that play. He just was able to fall forward. They send a wide out to the near side. I formation. They pitch it, trying to turn the corner. Going to get hit in the end zone and tackle. It's going to be a safety. They try to go wide. They get tackled in the end zone, and it's a safety. So the defense gets it done. They shut him down. They nailed him in the end zone. I'm not sure why they would pitch it and go wide in the end zone. They didn't run it straight ahead, and a host of English players, a lot of black shirts around Barboza. He went down, and just like that, not quite 2 minutes into the game, English has grabbed a 2-0 lead, and Medford has to kick it from their 20-yard line. So English, without a run back, could get very good field position. that deep for English might be a little too deep. They're giving Medford too much credit to kicker. They're back at their own 25-yard line. He's kicking from the 20. That will be a 55-yard kick. At the 26, straight up the middle, getting across the 45.
For 18, Jordan M on the return for the Bulldogs. And will set the
Jordan M.
the first and 10 in their own territory at the 48-yard line.
They'll put it at the 48-yard line. So England's got pretty good field position for their opening drive. Jaden Rosario was the quarterback. Wide out to the near side. They pitch it coming to the near side. Into Medford territory. Munoz, one of the seniors.
Big game of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4. Ball be placed in Mustang territory at the 46-yard line.
So he picked up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Dogs. Again, it seems funny to see them in black and not red and gray. Anthony LaFrada, the head coach for English, doing a very good job. One of the truly nice guys. The wideout goes right and left now. They run it straight ahead. It'll be just shy of the first down.
Be a 3-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and 1. Ball be placed in Mustang territory at the 42-yard line.
Picked up just about 4. It looks like if they measure, I think he's got a first down. He picked up 4. He needed 4. If they measure this, it's a first down. They need to get to the 42 to get a first down. The ball is at the 42. Munoz ducks it inside the 40. Eagles will get the first down of the game, as they're going to put it at the 39. He picked up 3.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball be placed in Mustang territory at the 39-yard line.
English was only 2 wins, but they lost 2 very good players. They lost a quarterback early. Ernie Panius last year transferred over to St. Mary's, a very good running back. Coming to the near side, gets pushed for an extra yard or 2. And looked like Gorhill.
2-yard pickup will be 2nd and 8. Ball be placed in Mustang territory at the 37.
Picked up 2. Go to Heil. Hopefully I'm coming somewhat close to pronouncing it correctly. Wideouts go right and left. They pitch it going to the far side. First down and a lot more. Picked up by Thomas.
Bulldogs first down.
Gets it to the 28. He picked up 9.
Be 1st and 10 at the Mustangs 28-yard line.
Thomas having a very good year running the ball and defensively as well. So 1st and 10 from the 28. They started straight ahead. They cut it to the outside, staying on his feet. The ball went to the ground. Medford came away with it.
Recovered by the Mustangs.
Lombardo recovered it.
10 in their own territory at the 27-yard line.
So it looked like they're going to get good yardage, and they dropped the ball back. They wound up gaining a yard, but turned the ball over. So just at the halfway mark of this first period, Medford sends double wideouts to either side. Looking to throw. They lob it up, and it's incomplete. Medford's looking for interference. English almost volunteered the interference because there was a little bit of contact. He stepped back and put his hands up like, I didn't do it. You don't want to give the referees any help to make the call. So 2nd and 10. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. They fill the backfield with Lombardo. Lombardo with the keep. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage as he got wrapped up and thrown forward.
Number 9, Josh Lombardo on the run. 1-yard pickup will be 3rd and 9.
They gave him a yard to the 28. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Medford Mustangs against the English Bulldogs. 2 wideouts to the near side, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Looking, lets it fly, broken up. Shane Knowlton Samad and Jordan Hernandez getting all over the receiver. Medford will kick it away. Again, with any kind of a run back, English should get pretty good field position. On the run, gave the impression he might be going to fake it. Takes a good Medford bounce, and it will die at the 29-yard line of English.
After the punt, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, while we place in their own territory at the 29-yard line.
So they'll have it for the second time. They run it straight ahead. Munoz gets it out. He picked up 7. 2nd and 3 for the Dogs. Nice night here. All of a sudden, we're tail end of October, right at the last weekend of October, we're in the 70s. And in the 80s, they cut ahead, falling forward, looking to get a couple of extra yards. Munoz again. They're going to measure it. He needed the 39. He's at the 39. They didn't give him a first down before when the ball was where it was supposed to be. Now it's where it's supposed to be. And they're going to have to bring the chains out and measure it. Taking a good long look at it. They're talking about an inch. They actually get down on 2 knees to check it out. So it's going to be third down and about the stripe of a football. Thomas goes under center with the quarterback sneak and easily gets the first down.
First down after the run for the Bulldogs. At number 1 with Bert Thomas. It'll be first and 10 at the 41 for the Bulldogs.
They put it at the 42. So he actually picked up 3. Wideouts right and left. They run it straight ahead with a big hole. They're going to be very close to another first down. And that's Munoz again.
First down for the Bulldogs in Medford territory.
To the Medford 46. 12 yards and a first down. That front line of English doing a very nice job. Again, wideouts right and left. Motion coming. They pitch it. Munoz trying to turn the corner. He's going to get wrapped up and knocked back for a loss.
2 yards in and Munoz on the run. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Back on the English side of the 50-yard line. They put it at the 48. So he lost 6. Second and 16 from the 48. Winding down this first period. English leading it 2-0. Looking to throw. Wide open, cutting over the middle. They're going to be wide open down the sideline. They ran a great route. Mitchell Purda, one of the seniors. way down to the Medford 16-yard line.
Territory at the 16-yard line.
36 yards. And a first down. He was sent to the far side, cut right across the middle. He was wide open. They finally tracked him down at the 16-yard line. English looking to add to a 2-0 lead. Hit right in the backfield.
Number 2 has him, Munoz on the run. Stop behind the line of scrimmage with both
Jaden Caesar
defenders. And it'll be 2nd and 14 at the Medford's 20-yard line.
looked like he was taking a handoff from the quarterback. He nailed Munoz in the backfield. And they're letting the clock run out. That's going to end the first period.
In the first quarter, after Medford 1 remaining field, score is Lynn English 2, Medford 0.
So we finished the first period. Medford winds up with -1 yard for the period. English gets 40 yards rushing. He had that last pass to Perta for 36 yards. And the difference is still that safety starting the ball game. English leading it 2-0. They're at the 20-yard line, but it's going to be 2nd and 14. Again, congratulations to all the seniors. All week long it's been, Lynn Tech, St. Mary's, Glasgow, English, the cheerleaders, the soccer teams, the football teams, I'm sure the volleyball teams the same way, the track teams, the golf teams, honoring all the seniors. Congratulations to all the seniors in all the sports and all of the seniors in all the classes here in Lynn. You do a great job representing the city. You don't read an awful lot of headlines about a lot of horrible violence. And our thoughts and our prayers go out to those family and those that are traumatized, if you will, by that horrible Lewiston shooting. We hope they can very soon catch that gentleman that perform those heinous acts and get some quiet and peace back at Lewiston, Maine. They throw it, he's there, had it, he made the catch, and as he hit the ground, it popped loose. M was there, he was loose. The pass was just about a half a foot or a foot out front. As he dove for it, he had it, and dropped it as he hit the ground. So it's going to be 3rd and 14. Rosario threw the ball nicely. M ran a good route, I guess. And he inches away from getting English 6 on the board. Defense had nothing to do with that play. That was just a millimeter too far out in front. 3 wideouts to the near side. Rosario dropped it. It goes to the ground. Obviously, Medford saying they got it. And they did get it. Last guy getting up was Matthew Sterianos. So English gets down close twice. Both times they fumble. Medford will take it at their 20-yard line. They double the wideouts to either side. looking to throw. Incomplete. He was looking for Brazil.
Starless pass is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
2nd and 10. They're still trying to get in the plus side. Offensively, they're a minus a yard. 2 of those yards cost him 2 points. When he tried to go wide in the end zone, got tackled for a safety. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side as they fill the backfield. Now with Lombardo. Coming to the near side. Gets piled up, everybody pushing one way, English pushing one way, Medford pushing the other. Barbosa with the carry. They give him the 24 for 4. So another big 3rd down play. 3rd and 6 as you get a good look at the English cheerleaders. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hit and knocked down. Might have got a yard.
The 2, Luis Barbosa on the run for the Mustangs. 1-yard pickup. It'll be 4th and 4 on the 26-yard line.
That's Barbosa again. So he picked up a yard to the 25. Actually, they gave him 2 to the 26. And it's 4th and 4. High snap, almost went over his head. Taking off and running with it, he's going to pick up a 1st down. And it's going to be against the English because they threw him down out of bounds. They picked up 12 in the 1st down. The first time he punted, he ran but kicked it away. This time he was running and didn't kick it. He just held on to it.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs in Bulldog territory at the 47-yard line.
And when they grabbed him and threw him away after he was already out of bounds, they mark it down to the English 47 for another 1st down. They blow the whistle. The English was still trying to get a player off the field. Didn't want to get a penalty. They called a timeout.
Rest of the half, there's 2 remaining, 9:46 to go in the 2nd. Want to send a reminder that the concession stand is open with food and drinks, pizza, nachos, hot dogs.
So it looked like English was going to get the ball back. That they shut Medford down once again. And the punter runs it 12 yards for a 1st down. And when he gets hit not very gently, already out of bounds, it cost English another 15. So English almost picked up a penalty. The replacement was still on the field running off when the coaches realized it and they called a quick timeout. Medford actually ran the play. They go I formation with a wide out to the near side. Hit and dropped. Ran right into a pile. That was Prince Xavier.
No game, the play will be 2nd and 10 for Medford.
Let's see where they put it. Do we have somebody hurt on the play? They put it back at the 47 for no gain. So it'll be 2nd and 10, and they're helping one of the linemen off, favoring that right ankle or leg. Let's hope he's going to be okay. We don't want to see anybody get hurt, home or visitors. So 2nd and 10 from the English 47. Wide out to the near side in that I formation. Trying to go to the right side, went up in the air over one defender. It was Barboza again. They gave him 4. So it's 3rd and 6. I would almost bet that we're in 4-down territory. As we look at the cheerleaders one more time. Trying to turn the corner.
For 2, Luis Barbosa on the run for the Mustangs. Two-yard pickup, it'll be 4th and 3 at the 40-yard line.
That was Barboza again. Getting it to the 40. So a big 4th down. 4th down and 3. And I don't think there's any way they're going to punt this away. He went out of bounds, stopping the clock. So here we go, another big play in his first half. Wideouts right and left. I formation. They pitch it, and they're going to throw it. They lob it up, and it's caught.
Previous pass complete to number 10, Justin Marino for a Mustangs first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Bulldogs 19.
Justin Marino with the catch. Prince Xavier with the throw. Down to the 19. They picked up 21 and a first down, so they convert. Looked like they're going to run it, and he threw it, and he was wide open behind the defense. And they bury him in the backfield. Jordan Hernandez was the first one there.
2-yard loss, it'll be 2nd and 10, 2nd and 12, correct.
They lose 2 on the play. Second and 12, they double the wideouts to either side as they go back to the spread. Looking to throw, they let it fly. It looked like the receiver pushed off.
Lombardo's pass,
There's a flag on the play.
number 10, Justin Marino. We have a flag on the play.
Looks like they're talking to the English coach. So it looks like it's probably holding against Medford. And it's refused.
Holding call on Medford, the penalty is declined. It'll be 3rd.
So it'll be 3rd and 12. And Medford got away with that. Pass interference. Little push off of the defensive back. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. In trouble, in a lot of trouble. Throws it up, incomplete. He was lucky he got it off. And another 4th down coming up for Medford. This one a little longer, 4th and 12. He used up a lot of this second period. English ran one play and fumbled. Looking to throw. Incomplete. Good defense. Good job by him.
Pass is incomplete. Will be turnover on downs, and the Bulldogs will take over.
Oh, English will finally get the ball back. At the 21 is where English will put it in play. Still 2-0 the difference. They pitch it, coming to the near side. They try to cut it up, and they run into a lot of white shirts.
Bulldogs, 1-yard pickup will be 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
He picked up 2. Just about when they snapped the ball, we were right about the halfway mark of the second period. Wideouts right and left. And English moved. Medford looked like they're going to blitz, and one of the English players stood up, and it cost them 5.
Ball start on the Bulldogs.
So now it's going to be
2nd and 13.
2nd and 13. Again, wideouts right and left. Zario looking to throw. He's in trouble. And he's going to get knocked down.
Dario sacked behind line of scrimmage.
Revere sent everybody.
3rd down.
They put it at the 12. He lost 6. So neither team putting up an awful lot of offense. St. Mary's played Archbishop Williams here last night. Over 800 yards between the two teams. Two wideouts to either side. Rosario looking to throw. Steps up, lets it fly, overthrows the intended receiver, and it wouldn't have been close to a first down.
Pass is incomplete. It'll be fourth down for the Bulldogs.
English is exactly 36 rushing, 36 passing. And they have to kick it away. And Medford, without a run back, should get very good field position. With a run back, they could get great field position. The deep man for Medford is inside the 50-yard line. They line drive it. Caught, bounced away, slips out of a tackle, turns the corner down the sideline. He's loose. In for a touchdown. There's a flag back. So it's coming back. Shane Norton Samad, one of the English players, sitting at just outside the 45-yard line, pointing back. There's a flag at the 36. There's a flag back upfield. That was a case of he caught it, bobbled it, looked like he was tackled, slipped away from the tackle, went wide, went down the sideline, and took it into the end zone. And all that effort for naught as it's coming back. There's a flag at the 36. There's another official standing back at the 47 of Medford. Let's see where they mark it off from. I think they're saying his knee went down when he got tackled. He broke away from the tackle, but I think they're saying his knee was down at the 47. Now they're discussing possibly the flag. It's going to cost Medford. And so instead of getting 6 on the board, it's back at the Medford 37. So I think that was the call. His knee touched, or he was down when he slipped out of that tackle, and that's why the official was standing at the 47-yard line. And he marked it off 10 yards for the hold, and they'll start at their 37-yard line. So instead of 6 on the board, they got to go 63 to get 6. They go back to that I formation. They pitch it coming to the near side, wrapped up. I don't think he didn't get much. I think he lost a couple.
2 Princeton Xavier on a run. 3-yard loss. Be 2nd and 13.
They put it at the 36.
2nd and 11.
He lost a yard. So the Medford fans who are here sitting behind the Medford bench over in the stands on the other side were ecstatic over that great run by Barboza. And then they realized there was a flag on the play. Took it all away. Looking to throw. In trouble. Is going to get wrapped up and knocked down. Mac Peters, one of the seniors, wraps him up.
Roberto is sacked. Behind the line of scrimmage by number 70, Caden Brazo.
Wait and see where they put the ball down.
Will be 3rd and long for the
They
Mustangs.
put it at the 28. He lost 8. So it's going to be 3rd and 19. Two wideouts to either side. Down the sideline all by himself. Wide open. Justin Marino.
Justin Marino for a Mustang first down. He was brought down.
There wasn't anybody anywhere near him.
1st and 10 for Mustangs in Bulldog territory at the 29-yard line.
43 yards on the pass play. English takes a timeout. They had him 3rd and 19 from the 28. And Marino got wide open on the sideline. Lombardo found him. And it winds up at the 29-yard line. So they go from their 28 to the English 29. And it'll be 1st and 10 with just over 2 minutes left. Medford would love to go in and score it and get the momentum going into the halftime because they get the ball to start the second half. The only success they've had, the first down they picked up was the fake punt. The other first down they got was on a penalty, and then 2 big pass plays, both of them to Marino. Picked them up 2 big first downs. So Marino's got 2 catches for 69 yards. And 2 first downs. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly. Great catch. He threw it up, and Anthony DeFranco ran under it.
Number 8, Anthony DeFranco. We have first down for Mustangs.
Threw that a long way to the far side. And all by himself, looked like an outfielder chasing the ball over his head. 16 yards and a first down. They just dumped it off. He was going to get hit. And with a little push and shove, he might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain to play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
They were lucky. Lombardo was getting hit as he dumped that off to Barboza. English doesn't want to give up this late score. Closing in on a minute left. And Medford just moved.
Fly on the play. Ball start on the Mustangs.
Had to move it back to the 18-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 15. And there'll be just about a minute, maybe under a minute left when they snap the ball. So English defense trying to come up big here. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Picked off. Great job. Kane Knowlton Samad, young sophomore. Stepped in front and picked it off. So the English fans can breathe a little sigh of relief. Medford has 13 yards rushing in the first half. They have 80 yards passing. Under a minute. He dump it out, overthrew the intended receiver. That's M.
Number Thomas pass intended for number 18, Jordan M. is incomplete. It'll be second down for the Bulldogs.
Second and 10. We mentioned Medford will get the ball. Start the second half. Medford has 93 yards of offense. English has 72. So neither team is really going overboard offensively. Rosario over the middle, cutting across. Josh Anderson, and just off his fingertips, just a little. He was wide open, just a little too far out in front. Limber Thomas is now the quarterback. Three wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Thomas takes off and runs with it. Has some room. He gets buried by a host of white shirts.
Number Thomas with the quarterback keep. We have a timeout for Lynn English. When we get play, it'll be fourth down.
I think Medford took a quick timeout.
Correction, Medford.
He got the ball to the 24. He picked up 7.
We have the winning ticket for the 50-50. Get your tickets out. The winning ticket is 446837. Again, it is 446837. Collect your prize right at the entrance at the gate. Thank you. Good luck.
Harry Gannis numbers on the scoreboard. 33 seconds left. And this whole complex is the Aganis complex. He'd be really proud. The progress has been made since he played here, baseball and football. Again, Medford could get good field position. They ran the last one back for a touchdown. They get it away. Bouncing around, and they're going to let it go. And English knocks it down inside the 40.
After the punt, the Mustangs will take over the first and 10 while we place in their own territory at the 39.
At the 39-yard line. We have to go way back. The decision on the opening kick to pick it up and try to run with it when it looked like it was going to bounce into the end zone. They got tackled at the 2-yard line. And they wound up being tackled in the end zone for a safety. And unless lightning strikes here, it's going to be 2-0 at halftime. It's almost like a baseball game. Like 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. 3 wideouts to the near side. 1 to the far side. The quick out. Looked like they're going to throw it again. And they're going to get hit and knocked down.
Romaro's pass complete to number 10, Justin Marino. It'll be 3-yard loss. It'll be second and 13. The 36-yard line.
They move it back to the 36.
That's the end of that first half. After 2.
And that will be the last play of the first half as the clock runs out. So the opening kickoff, English gets down, buries the runner instead of letting it go in the end zone. Picked it up, got tackled at the 2, and a couple plays later they try to sweep, got tackled in the end zone, and that's the difference. English winds up with 79 yards, 43 passing, 43 running, 1 pass play for 36. Neither team put on a performance offensively. That safety side of the game is the difference at halftime. It's English 2, Medford nothing at halftime. Welcome back, because we're getting set to start the second half, and the one mistake I made, I said Medford gets the ball. I forgot about the opening kickoff when Medford wound up giving English 2 points to start the game. English will get the ball to start the second half, and let's see if we can put any offense together. Looking for an onside kick, and Medford, I think, got the ball. The onside kick recovered by Prince Xavier. So they come out. English got a break on the opening kickoff. Now Medford returns the favor. They're going to get it at the English 48. Medford had 13 yards rushing in the first half. They did have 77 passing, and most of that, Justin Marino had 2 catches for 64 yards. Munoz was the leading rusher for English with 33. They had 43 rushing, 36 passing.
So 11 on the carry for the Mustangs. 3-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 7. Ball replaced in Bulldog territory.
And the 36 passing was on 1 completion to Mitchell Purder. So nobody putting up any big numbers rushing for Medford. They got 1 wide receiver near side. They go I formation. And they hit him just about at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 6. Two wideouts to either side as they go back to the spread. The little flip. That's Marino again. That's a pass play. Picked up 2. And I don't think they're going to punt from here. They need 4. Wide open left, right and left, they go back to the I formation. Try to get outside, they don't get there. They faked up the middle. They ran Barboza to the outside. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, I think. So this time, the 4th down, they don't collect. They converted a few 4 downs. And the big interception by Shane Knowlton-Samad at the end of the half put a little wrinkle in Medford going into the locker room. They were driving what could have given them the lead. They bounced it to the outside, staying on their feet, still on his feet, close to a 1st down. Munoz. 9 yards on the pickup. Second and a yard. I thought they called a penalty against English. He was backed up. They're almost 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage for the huddle. I guess they don't want Medford listening in. Wideouts right and left. Bouncing it to the outside. Munoz has got a 1st down and a little bit more. He picked up 5. And English holds on to the football. At the 44-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10. So English breathed a big sigh of relief after Medford picked off that onside kick to start the second half. The defense came up big yet again. Defense has been immense for English all night. Boy, it sure looked like Medford was offside. He lost 2. Second and 12. They're doing a good job, Medford, anticipating the snap count because they're coming strong. And boy, it sure looked like they were offside. Almost perfect timing by those guys up front. Wide out right and left. They dropped the ball. Medford says they have it. Joshua Santos, another fumble. So Medford gets it back at the English 48. 2 wideouts to either side. Looking to throw. They lob it up deep. Out of bounds. They're giving him a catch. Boy, it sure looked like he was out of bounds. Brazil made a tremendous catch over the shoulder, but it looked like he was out of bounds. They put it at the 14-yard line. 34 yards on the pass. And that's been the story for Medford. They can't run the ball at all. But they've made some very big pass plays. They're over 100 yards passing. And here's another run that goes no place. Second and 10 from the 14. Last they were down, 10 they were down here. Samad picked it off. 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side. The handoff going nowhere. They lost a yard to the 15. 3rd and 11. They've eaten up most of the third period with their 2 possessions. He just got to run 4 plays. The 4th play was a fumble. Double wideouts to either side. Obvious pass play here. Over the middle, it's caught for a touchdown. So they convert the fumble recovery. 48 yards in 4 plays. 49 of them. 2 pass plays. To Brazil. They couldn't run the ball. They lost a yard. So they wound up going 49. But Brazil caught for 34, and he catches a touchdown for 15. They look for 2, and they're not going to come close. Wait a minute, now he hangs out. They had him. He was in a maze of players, all stacked up, looked like they had him. And Barbosa bounces to the outside and rushes it in. And Medford will kick it off now with a lead of 8-2. $144 yards of offense for Medford. 126 of it is throwing the ball. Marino has caught 2 for 64. And now Brazil has caught 2 for 49 and a touchdown. And Medford finally gets on the board, taking advantage of the fumble. So now English has to play catch up as we're late in this third period. at the 10-yard line. Up the middle. Nice return by M.
Number 18, Jordan M on the return. It'll be first and 10 for the Bulldogs in their own territory at the 37.
So English will have it at their 37. Yeah, English is going to go to work. Off the right side with a head of steam. That's very close to a first down. Munoz, a little slow getting up, but he's up. And again, the ball is right at the 47-yard line, which is a first down. He ran off that right side with a head of steam, got a big hole, picks up 10. They run it straight ahead, and they're going to get a couple. Gora Hill, Ohio. Picked up 2. Is Gore Ohio, I think. I apologize if I'm not getting that correct. Wideouts right and left. Motion coming. They pitch it. Started to the far side, trying to go back to the near side. They might have got back to the line of scrimmage. That was Thomas. He lost a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. Again, wideouts right and left. Cutting it to the outside, banging ahead. Close to first down yardage. There's a flag on the play.
The penalty is on English, personal foul.
And they're going to march English back.
After the penalty, it'll be 4th and 16 at the 41-yard line for the Bulldogs.
And English going to have to kick it away. It hit English at the 22-yard line. I thought it was dead when it hit English. Now the flag, it's going to cost. There's another flag coming in. I don't know. I thought if English touched it, it was dead. They knocked him. He was right on the line. They knocked him out, and the official was there through the flag. And it's going to be against English, and Medford's going to get pretty good field position. But I thought when it bounced up and hit English that the ball was dead. The official's going over to talk to the Medford coach for some reason. I think he's showing him the difference in the flags. They haven't walked anything off, but the ball bounced and hit the English player, and I thought that it's dead when they touch it. But I guess they didn't down it, so Barbosa was able to run with it. Holding is refused. Personal foul is accepted.
We have multiple penalties on the Bulldogs. They have a holding call and a dead ball penalty. Holding call.
So they bring it out to the 49.
It'll be first and 10 for the Mustangs in their own territory at the 49.
So Medford comes out smiling as they get very good field position, leading now 8-2 with a minute and a half left in this third period. They go back to the spread with 4 wideouts. They try to run it straight ahead, they're going to lose yardage.
11 on the run for the Mustangs. Field 1 yard loss. It'll be second
Zaviria
48-yard line for the Mustangs.
They lost a yard. They only have 17 yards rushing. They've been able to throw the ball successfully when they've had to, and they got 1 touchdown pass. Looking to throw, they let it fly. Incomplete. Overthrew the intended receiver, Marino. And another 3rd and long. And way over across the field, nowhere near the play. There's an English player down. And the only thing I can think of is his just leg or ankle, whatever, stepped the wrong way and went from under him because he was nowhere near the play. He's 30 yards or more away from the action. The trainer hustles out and is stretching out that leg. Elijah Wallace, one of the captains, he's hurt. He can't play. And what's he doing? He's carrying the water out to his teammates out on the field. Outstanding work by the senior, the captain, who was honored before the game, but can't play because of an injury. But he's rooting his players home and he's helping them. And good job done by the captain. And now, jogging off. Not happy, trying to stretch that leg. And I think that's Shane Knowlton Samad, who made that big interception at the end of the half. 3rd and 9, the clock is running, winding down this third period. Dropping back, looking, stripped of the football. They strip it away. Let's see who's got it. English got the football. Looked like embarrassed, one of the seniors, the last one getting off the pile.
10 in Mustang territory at the 43.
If this is a running play, it'll probably be the last play of the period. Again, wideouts right and left. They run it straight ahead, inside the 40. Munoz getting a workout. He picked up 5.
That is the end of the third quarter.
And that'll do it.
Medford 8, Leningwood 2.
English finally went over 100 yards. 109 to be exact. Medford doing the job throwing it. They only have 12 yards rushing. And we're down to 1 period in this final football game of the regular season for the Bulldogs and for Medford. Medford They went 48 yards in 4 plays, converting yet another fumble. English has given the ball away a few times. And now English with an opportunity. They have it at the 38, 2nd and 5 as we start the 4th period. Same formation, wideouts right and left. And we got a stoppage for some reason. Officials coming in, having a discussion. I don't know what that's all about. Two officials going over it. Talk to the Medford coach for some reason, along with the referee. I'm not sure what that could possibly be all about. I think there's a problem with the stakes. So now we're back set at the 43. And again, Revere anticipating the snap, just blew in all over Munoz.
Number 2, Alexander Munoz on the run for the Bulldogs. Be 3-yard loss. It'll be
Back at the 42, they lost 4.
start the 3rd and 8.
So at the 42-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 9. And Medford all night long has been anticipating the count and just breaking in. In trouble and going to get knocked down. We got a flag coming up. And I think that's going to be, they'll refuse this penalty because they're going to lose a lot of yardage. He couldn't get the throw off. there's no official back where he went down, how are they going to? He was sacked. I would assume they would refuse the penalty because they knocked him for a very big loss. Why would they take the penalty? And they're not. They're putting it back at the English 48.
We have a holding call on the Bulldogs is declined. It'll be
So they lost
as a result.
10 right now. And they're going to have to kick it away. So it looked like they're in pretty good shape at the 38, second and 5. The kick is away. Fielded and dropped shy of the 25-yard line.
Number 2, Brittany Xavier on the return for the Mustangs. After the return, Medford will return the first and 10 in their own territory.
English got time, but they got to get going. They don't have 100 yards now with those losses. They're down to 99 yards, and 36 of those are on one pass play. And we got a player down again. We're trying to check on the big one in the conference, Classical and Everett, and we found out Classical is on the short end, 23-6. Everett with another outstanding season. And we'll see what happens with them when the rankings come out. Last year they were undefeated, and they didn't get a home game because they don't relish the Greater Boston League. They don't give it many points. So we got just under 11 minutes left. From the 24, Medford will have it to go back to the I. We saw this last night. Archbishop Williams couldn't do anything against St. Mary's. They went to the I formation, and he got it going a little bit.
Number 2, Brittany Xavier on the run. 3-1 yard loss. It'll be second.
They lose a yard. They're winning 8-2, and they have 11 yards rushing. One wide out to the near side in that I formation. Medford taking an awful lot of time. They pitch it. And they get stood up as they might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 2, Brittany Xavier on the run.
They lose one, they gain one. 3rd and 10. Lombardo was looking like he was trying to run the clock down to shorten the game up. He was just standing over there looking at the official upfield. Wide out to the near side. They pitch it. And they stack them up shy of the first down. Let's see where they put it. Let's see what they do here. They need 2, I think.
It'll be 4th and 2.
4th and 2 from their 32. They're going to go. They're going to go. Unless they go to a very long count. They're going to try and draw English offside. And Medford moved. And now they're going to have to kick it away.
Flag on the play.
He got up to the line of scrimmage. He was waiting. Then he was going to try a quarterback sneak. They finally ran. It wasn't motion. It was too much time.
Back 5 yards. It'll be
So now Medford will have to kick it away.
7.
The kick is away. Fielded and dropped. And Medford comes away with the football. Unbelievable.
Medford recovers it. They will take over the 1st and 10 and
DeFranco
Bulldogs.
fell on it.
2.
At the English 32-yard line. Fourth fumble recovered by Medford. And they can really shorten the game up here. He got stuck, and they pushed him out of bounds. It looked like he was going to get a lot more than he did.
Number 9, Jack Lombardo with the quarterback heat. No game to play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
He got back to the line of scrimmage. Went out of bounds, stopping the clock. And lucky he didn't get sacked. Second and 10, so 4 times English has given the ball away. Back to the I formation. The pitch to the far side, down the sideline. Walking in for the touchdown is Prince Xavier. And that's going to probably put this one away. 32 yards in 2 plays. Second time they've taken advantage of a fumble. The longest run of the night goes 32 yards for the touchdown. And they'll go for 2. The pitch. In. So he runs the touchdown, and Xavier runs the conversion. And we got a player down in the end zone. So with 7:12 left, Memphis open up a 2-score lead. So it seems to be okay. We're happy for that. But you look at this, English got 2 points to start the game, and they've done virtually nothing since. They've had a couple of opportunities, but they've been very generous hosts. They've given the ball away 4 times. 2 of them have turned into touchdowns, and those 2 touchdowns are the difference in the game. So it appears as though Medford's going to finish over 500 at 5-3. I don't think that will get them in to the tournament. There's only 16 teams, and it's not north, south, east, and west. It's 16 teams state total. Picked up at the 30-yard line. Nice run back to midfield.
Number 70, Caden Brazo on the return. Will be first and 10 for the Bulldogs
That's
at
a,
the 50-yard line.
that's a lineman's dream. Caden Brazo, the lineman, picked it up and takes it to midfield. A nice 20-yard return by the lineman. Three wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. English is down to the point where they just have to throw the ball. Low snap.
Football on the play is recovered by English. Will be second and 19 and 41.
They lost 9. Three wideouts come to the near side this time. The quick out to M. Nothing doing.
The pass complete to number 18, Jordan M. 3-yard pickup.
They pick up 2. So it's 3rd and 17 as we're past the halfway mark and counting of this 4th and final period. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. And we got a whistle, and it generally means English.
Ball start on English. Go on, move back 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 22. The 38.
So they're moving backwards. They need 22 on 3rd down. Thomas in trouble. Lets it fly wide open. M caught it wide open and went out of bounds shy of the first down, but they'll go for it. He was all by himself.
Number 18, Jordan M. It'll be 4th and 1 at the Mustangs 41-yard line.
Longest play of the night for English, 21 yards. They need a yard. Thomas will get it.
Number 1, Limber Thomas on the quarterback. Keeps the result for the Bulldogs first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Mustangs 33 for the Bulldogs.
So they go back over 100 yards, but they need 2 touchdowns. They got to get a giddy up in their step. The clock is now the enemy. Threw that way over everybody. Knowlton Samad was breaking over the middle. He was open, but the pass goes way over his head. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Three wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Revere sending everybody. Incomplete. He bounced it in front of Cody Richardson. He had to get rid of it quickly. Medford has won the battle in the second half. English offense is doing a good job in the first half. All of a sudden, Medford is taking charge of the line of scrimmage. They're coming in and they're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, forcing him to hurry, sacking him, rushing the throws. And it's almost like they're anticipating the snap count. I think if English went to a long count, they might get Medford offside 3 or 4 times. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Here comes Medford again, in trouble. He lobs it up and throws it away. And they're lucky they didn't throw a flag for intentional grounding. They have to go on 4th down. They can't kick it. They wouldn't kick it anyway from here. Medford is just sending everybody. They know English has to throw it. And they're just coming after the quarterback. And they're winning the game at the line of scrimmage. Trying to roll, looking, dumps it off. It's caught. Nice job by Thomas to get loose, and a nice catch by Knowlton Samad. 17 yards in the first down. They convert on 4th down. Three to the far side, 1 to the near side. And Samad's only a sophomore. As we're going to get, they blow the whistle for the 4-minute warning. It used to be 2 minutes. Now it's 4. Thomas rolling. Caught. Shy of the first down by Richardson. They got to the 7 for 9. Passing has been key for both sides. English didn't do it as much. And here they come. Thomas with the keep. Gets the first down. They put it at the 3. He got away from the on-rushing lineman coming, blowing right in. They hand it off. Not much. Go heel. They got to the 1. Under center for the sneak. We have it. Now we get the sign. It's in for a touchdown. So that 20-yard return by the lineman, Caden Brazo, turns into a 50-yard drive. It took 12 plays. They ate up a lot of clock. And they'll look for 1. And you look for an onside kick here.
With 2:10 to go in the fourth, score is Medford 16, Lynn English 9.
Richardson, I think, was the kicker. And it's 16-9. And I think you're going to see Medford put some hands people up front. So they had a 22-yard pass play to M, a 17-yard catch on 4th down by Shane Knowlton Samad, and then he finally ran it in to get within 7. And he just kicked a ground ball. He didn't really kick an onside kick. Was there a flag on the play? English is backing up. Medford recovered it. They're 42. I don't know why they wouldn't just take the ball. They blew the whistle for an offside. I would have thought Medford would have taken the ball. Medford's got everybody up front. Just over 2 minutes left. English has got to just try and squib this one and try and get the ball back. They bounced it, and it bounced right in the lap of DeFranzo. DeFranzo was the guy that recovered the fumble and set up the touchdown that made it 16-2. So Medford will have it at the English 47. And 7 ticks over 2 minutes left. English with only 154 yards of offense. Hit in the backfield. Nathan Condi was right there. We got an English timeout.
Timeout from Lynn English. That's the first of the half. They have 2 remaining with 2:02 to go in the ball game.
they lost a couple. Medford's got 50 yards rushing, and 32 of them was the touchdown run. That's the difference in the game right now. So two big fumble recoveries. One set up a 48-yard drive, one set up a 32-yard drive. The 48-yard drive was just two pass plays to Justin Marino, one for 34, one for 15 for the touchdown. And the other fumble at the English 32 was two plays, and it was really one, a 32-yard run. They got nothing on the first play, then they got 32. They hit him and knock him down again. He'll take a quick timeout. Amazing when the English defense holds them to 48 yards rushing. But that one big, and 48 yards rushing, and 32 of them was a touchdown run. The big pass plays kept drives alive, ate up some time. But the big difference in the game, English, very gracious guest, or host, I should say. They gave the ball away 4 times, and 2 of them were turned into touchdowns. And they were lucky. Medford recovered the onside kick to start the second half, but they couldn't do anything with it. Third and 14. They pitch it, trying to go wide. They're going to get hit and drop down. And they call a quick timeout. So we're looking now at that loss, 39 yards rushing from Medford. And one of them was a 32-yard touchdown run. So you can see, other than that 32-yard run, they have done nothing running the football against this English defense. But they passed for 126. Brazil has 2 catches for 49. Both of them coming on that 48-yard drive for the first touchdown. And Justin Marino has 2 catches for 64 yards. So 113 of the 126 have been on 4 catches. They'll kick it away. They take their time. And it takes a bit of a Medford bounce. And it will die right at the 20-yard line. So English has a pulse, but it's very weak. 1:34 left. They got to go 80 yards. 134. I'm assuming that's correct because they would probably correct it if it wasn't. So here we go in their last regular season football game. Could be their last game at Manning Field. They need to go 80 yards. Over the middle. Caught. M with the catch. Incomplete. The ball's at the 28, so they need 2. They don't have any more timeouts, so first downs or out of bounds would be the only way to stop the clock. Here comes Medford looking. That's it, fly caught. Purda with the catch. Nice look by Thomas. 17 yards. Purda's got 2 catches for 53 yards. Just over a minute left. He got out of bounds to stop the clock. They come after him. He's going to take off and run with it. And he'll get out of bounds. I think he's got a first down. They're going to put him out at the 47. So they need 2. One tick, under a minute left. They're coming again. Incomplete. The flag coming up, that's going to cost them. They hit him from behind. It came late. I think English yelled at the official, and they got the call. And it's going to cost Medford 15. It was Barboza putting an elbow into the back of the receiver.
We have a pass interference on the Medford Mustangs.
It's going to move it down to the 32.
After the penalty, it'll be
First and 10 from the 32. Don't go away. We still have 53 seconds left. Here comes Medford. And they bury Tom, and there's a flag coming up. And that's been the norm. They've just been blowing in. The two linebackers have just been coming hard, and it's going to be against Medford.
We have a face mask penalty on the Mustangs.
And that's a big one. All the way down to the 17-yard line.
First down, it'll be first and 10 in Mustang territory at the 17.
First and 10 from the 17. The clock is running. English has got to hurry up. The coaches are screaming, hurry up. They don't have any more timeouts. They lob it up. Incomplete. English is looking for a penalty or an interference.
It'll be second and 10 for the Bulldogs with 26.9 seconds left to go.
Nobody's blocking those two linebackers. They're just coming full force and putting a lot of pressure. It was Rosario that time throwing the ball. Whether it's Rosario or Thomas, they don't have time to blink. Thomas back at quarterback. 26 ticks left. If they go in the end zone, they got time for a couple of plays. They send double wideouts to either side. And those two linebackers are just blowing up the middle, and nobody's touching them. Here they come. They were offside. Thomas runs. He got to the 9. He picked up 8. He spikes it.
It'll be fourth down and 2 for the Bulldogs.
4th and 2 from the 9. Now they put it at the 10. So we haven't had much excitement through the entire game. All of a sudden, nail-biting time on both sides. Normally you would try to run this to pick up the first down, but if you do, the clock will run out. Somebody's got to hit those linebackers. Thomas in trouble. Lets it fly. Incomplete. English thought he caught it. Richardson almost made a tremendous catch. Almost made a tremendous catch. So they just come up shy. Purda had 2 catches for 53 yards. Munoz ran for 55. Thomas snuck in the touchdown. The opening kick, Medford fielded it at the 1-yard line, opted to, it was going into the end zone. They opted to run it. They got tackled at the 2. A couple of plays later, pitching it, trying to run a sweep. They got caught in the end zone for a safety, and that was the score for a very long time until the third period, midway of the third period. It was a fumble recovery by Joshua Santos, set Medford up at the 45-yard line. 2 catches by Bazil from the quarterback, Lombardo. 1 for 34, the last one for 15. Made it 48 yards in 4 plays. Barbosa ran in the conversion. It was 8-2. It stayed that way until the 4th period. And another fumble, this one recovering by DeFranzo, one of 5 fumbles by English. 32 yards at the English 32. It took them really one play. They got 0 on the first play. On the second play, Prince Xavier went 32 yards for the score. He ran in the conversion. It was 16-2, and it looked like it was lights out then. But English got back in it. A kick return. The lineman's dream. Caden Brazo. He ran it 20 yards to midfield. It took him 12 plays. 22-yard pass play to M on 3rd and long. A big catch by Knowlton Samad on 4th down. They finally got it down on 4th down from the 1. Thomas ran it in. It was 16-8. The kick, we believe, was Cody Richardson, made it 16-9. And then English got the ball back. They started at their 20. A big 17-yard catch by Purda, who had 2 catches for 53 yards. A couple of penalties against Medford. It wound up down at the 10. They had it 4th and 3. And Cody Richardson almost made the play of the game, a diving try in the end zone just off his fingertips. And it wound up incomplete, and that was virtually the last play as Medford just took a knee to end the game. So Medford will go to 5-3. English will go to 2-6. English will wait to see where they play their next game in the also ran of the playoffs. They don't make the final 16. They will get to finish out the season playing a couple of more games before Thanksgiving against Classical. But Nunes had a nice game, rushing for 60 yards. Purda had those 2 catches for 53. Samad had that big catch on 4th down. Purda, we mentioned, 2 catches for 53. And English had 194 yards of offense. They really shut Medford down running the ball. Medford had 39 yards rushing, but 32 of those were a touchdown run. But English was just very gracious host, giving away 4 fumbles, plus the onside kick recovery. And 2 of those fumbles turned into touchdowns, and the last second drive just came up empty from the 10-yard line on 4th down, and they lose it by a score of 16-9. And while we have a moment, again, senior night, congratulations to the seniors who were honored at the beginning of the game. Jordan Alas, Jaslyn Cabrera, Jacqueline Hernandez, Daniel Perez Fuentes, the cheerleaders, Kaylee Palmer, Briella Guanci, Gabriella Wilshire, and the football players, Felipe Robledo, Jacob Inthan Vongse, Mitchell Purda, Dorian Limberis, Josh Anderson, Elijah Wallace, Alessandra Munoz, Mac Peters, Valeri Mora Cruz. Congratulations to all the seniors. We wish them the best in whatever endeavors they take on after they graduate, which is very shortly. So last second drive by English comes up short. Medford wins their 5th. English will have to wait for the next game to pick up their 3rd. 19-6, 19-7, 19-8 is the final. 16-9. I'll get it right after a while with the scoreboard off. 16-9, the win by Medford over English. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.